Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Deck, the series where we take a look at some of the leading TCG deck lists. And today I'm going to take you through the 7th place list from the Brotherhood WCQ as piloted by Ryan Nye, who had a fairly epic sort of final with the first place winner, Andre. And let's just run through this then. So triple Ash Blossom, double Veiler, and double Ghost Bell, double Ghost Ogre, one Umastrix, triple Fiendus. That does round off the hand traps, I believe. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different hand traps here, with Fiendus being a searchable one. Triple Guru now finally legal within the TCG, so we're finally able to play this kind of thing. One Nemesis Archer, one Desires, double Duality, and triple Extravagance, running a 1-2-3 ratio here. Not quite ABC though. Double Terraforming, triple Hidden City, triple Gozen Match, one Judgment, triple Strike, triple Final Battle, which allows you to sort of arrange your flips. Does it do anything else? I believe... Oh, you can change the attack and defense of your monster as well, which is kind of cool. And you can have a thing where your activated Subterror cards cannot be negated. That's pretty nice too. And then finally, triple, there can be only one. Now it's not really going to matter, because most of the time you're only going to have one of your guys up on the field. And they're all different types anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. On to the extra now. This is, he said it was totally irrelevant, so we have Master of Oz, Moki, Ojama King, Ojama Knight, and Sandwich. Of course, you can put in different cards. I believe he actually played the Quantum Dragon. Let me just see if I can find it. Yes, the Cyber's Quantum Dragon, which allows you to remove monsters by bouncing them, essentially. And I think he did actually summon this guy by synchroing with a Guru and an Ash, something like that, and then bounce some opposing Thunder Dragons. So maybe it's worth running those, but honestly, it's not going to make too much difference to most of your matches. For the side deck, triple Lancia, triple Pancratops, triple Inspector Border, just some more floodgates available there. Triple Eclipse, because you do need to be able to search your deck a little bit, so you can deal with some Thunder Dragons like that, and then triple Duster, because you're grinding out the game, you can just pop some back row and get a free +1 by making your opponent go neg. So that is it for the list. Let's go on to the comments then. Alright, so we'll start this off actually by going through the shoutouts this time around. So shoutouts go to Ben Silver for the Inspector Borders, Ed Trockley for the Heavy Storm Dusters, Tom the Poozy Wilcox for one copy of The Hidden City, Lee Watson and Catherine Smith for the third copy of Final Battle, Seb Furtek for the 2 Ghost Bell, Jan for the Ogres and Lanciers, David for the 1 Solemn Strike, Reese for the Eclipses, Jorday for sending the 3rd Extravagance before the event, and final shoutouts to Andre for helping get good. Hashtag Andre Bless. So let's move on to the information about the deck itself then, rather than everything else. So the event, he says, was very well run. He didn't expect to top, as he just played the deck for fun. His best matchups are combo decks and people who didn't know what the deck was doing. His worst matchups were things like Striker and people who know what the deck does. He thinks that the build is fairly standard, bar the 3 Battle and the 1 Desires. No changes that he would make on to this list, to be honest, because he's sadly going to be moving away from the Floodgate strategy. But Guru made the deck totally playable since its recent release, and the Trap in Dane Manhunt is a solid 3 of. He doesn't remember much about the matchups, but he knows that the rounds were Striker, another Striker matchup where he went 1-1, so this was his draw, then Thunder, he says sorry Lee, Autogeist, Prankid, Striker, Tom Rose, and finally Andre, and this was his loss, 1-2 in the some kind of final there. So we ended up going 6-1-1 at a massive 248 person event with this Subterror Guru list. And then in terms of the siding, there's not, he didn't really have anything set in stone, but obviously Pankin versus pretty much everything when you go second, Heavy Storm Dusters coming in when you're going against Control, and Eclipse and Lancia going against Thought or Thunder decks, rounds everything up. So a great list as always. Thanks very much for coming on, Ryan, and sharing your list with us, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of you in the future. Thanks for watching this episode of Top Deck. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, leave them in the comment section down below. Check out the description for details of how you can get involved in this series. You can enter by voice interview, or instead you could just send all of your information over Facebook Messenger. Anything like that will be absolutely fine. If you want to see anything in particular from the upcoming series, then be sure to get in touch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.